guys, in this video I'm going to talk more about how we can use the determinant to solve systems of equations. So we're going to first just define how we write a system in a matrix. So what we're going to do is we're going to have what's called an augmented matrix. And so this is when I have a system that's in that standard form where I have all my variables on one side equals a constant. And so an augmented matrix is writing a matrix with these coefficients and constants involved. So how it looks is I do the coefficients on x and y. So x is in my first column, y is in my second column. And sorry, this should be an x in here, you guys. So my coefficients are 3 and 1 on the x and the y, and then -2 and 2. Now, we kind of put this dotted line to separate that these are the coefficients, and then on the right side are the constants. So I'm going to do 5 and 3. So this is technically a 2 by 3 matrix, but it's an augmented matrix when I have coefficients and constants, the mix. Okay, so to solve a system using a matrix, we are trying to get it into what's called reduced row echelon form. So this is the abbreviation for that, RREF. And basically what I want is I want to have an identity matrix equaling constants. So why is that helpful? Well, if I rewrite that as a system with x and y, this says 1x plus 0y equals a. So in other words, I know that x equals whatever that constant is. 0x plus 1y equals b. So what that means is y equals whatever b is. So if I can get it into this form, these are my solutions for the variables. Okay, well, there is a way to do it by hand, but it is tedious and long. I'm going to show it to you just briefly, so that you guys can see what it looks like. So there are some rules here that we can rearrange the order of the rows. We cannot rearrange the order of the columns, and that's because column 1 is associated with x, column 2 y, column 3 z if need be. And so we aren't allowed to switch the coefficients on x, y, and z. We can adjust the rows. We can multiply the rows by any non-zero number. Think about this in the elimination method. We can multiply every row by a certain constant. We can add and subtract rows together to create a new row. Think again, elimination, we are adding. Subtracting is just adding the opposite. So we can also do that. So in this one, we started here and are turning it into reduced row echelon form. So we want ones on the diagonal and zeros everywhere else, and then constants on the other side. Okay. So first we interchanged the rows, then I multiplied row 1 by -1, so you can see all the signs changed. Then I kept row 1 the same, and here row 2 became -3 times row 1 plus row 2, turned into this. That was to get the 0. Then taking 1/7 of row 2, that became a 1, so now I have 1, 1, 0, I'm super close. Then kept row 2 the same, and to get the top row did 2 times row 2 plus row 1 to replace row 1. So I got my identity matrix equaling 1 and 2. So that means my solution, x equals 1, y equals 2. So that is my solution to the system. So all of that by hand is doable, but again, we have a fantastic tool that allows us to do this with a calculator. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So remember, on your calculator, you can enter a certain matrix. So you go to second matrix and then to edit. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, so I have 2 by 3. And I have already entered mine, you guys, but remember you just arrow over to the numbers and you enter whatever you want. So I hit 3, then enter, then 1, then enter, then 5, then enter, and move my way through, okay? So we're not gonna see the dotted line in here, that's okay. So once you have it entered, I'm gonna quit out of that. So I need to find the reduced row echelon form of this matrix. So that was matrix A in my calculator that I was editing. So I'm going to go back into my matrix menu. I'm going to go to math, And then if you scroll down to the, I think it's the 11th option, or B, yeah, option B, RREF. Remember, that's the abbreviation for reduced row echelon form. Hit enter. Now they need to know what matrix are we doing this for. So go back into the menu and choose matrix A. That's the one that I just edited to be the 2x3 matrix, and then hit enter. So this is giving me the resulting matrix, the identity, and then I'm going to put back in my dotted line and then 1, 2. So again, these are my solutions. So 1 is the X and 2 is the Y. Okay, so let's try that again for a couple more using our calculator. Okay, so what's really important is that we line up the X's in column 1, Y's in column 2, Z's in column 3, and then constants in column 4. So this one here is a 3-row by 4 columns. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in the coefficients here. So I'm going to go to second matrix. I'm going to go ahead and enter B this time. Oh, sorry. I need to go into edit B. All right, so B is a 3x4. And now I'm going to enter these. So I'm actually going to write this out here first, you guys, just to make sure we have. Okay, so I have 1x, negative 1y, 2z, 3x, 2y, negative 6z, 2x, 3y, 4z, negative 1, 1, 8. Okay, so those are the entries I need to be doing. All right, so we've got 1, negative 1, 2, negative 1, 3, 2, negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, so I've edited matrix B. I'm going to quit out. So now I need to do the reduced row echelon form. So matrix menu, math, scroll all the way down to reduced row echelon form, select matrix B, since that's the one I just edited, and then hit enter. So here is my solution. So I got 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So this is my identity, but augmented with, sorry, that's a little bright. Let's see if you guys can see that now. Still kind of bright. Sorry, not sure why that got so glary. There we go. All right, and then here's my solution, 0 to 0.5. So 0 to 0.5. So my ordered triple, since this has 3 unknowns, is 0, 2, and 0.5. So x is 0 is the solution, with y being 2 and z being 0.5. Okay, we got one more here. Again, I'm going to enter. I'm going to go back into edit, and I'm just going to do B again since that one's already set up. Oh, I say that and then I didn't do it. Since this one's already a 3x4. Okay, so the matrix I need to be doing this to is 1, negative 2, 1, 0, negative 2, 1, negative 1, negative 5, 13, 7, 5, 6. Okay. All right, so we are doing 3x4 again, so I'm just arrowing down to the entries. So I have 1, negative 2, 1, 0, negative 2, 1, negative 1, negative 5, 13, 7, 5, 6. Okay, we have all our entries. So now go into the matrix menu, math, RREF of matrix B. All right, so this one isn't as nice, you guys, but if you recall, we actually do have the ability to turn decimals into fractions on a calculator as well. I'm actually going to test something real quick. I'm going to see if it'll let me do it. Yep, there we go. So I just went into math, I'll show you that again, and then fraction, and then hit enter, and it just did it to my answer. So if you were asked to give your answers in exact form, that will give it to you here. So my Ordered triple then, my x is 79/9, y negative 34/9, and z negative 49/3. And that is my solution to that system. All right, guys. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. That's all I got for you in this video. Thanks for watching.